All right, so dear devotees, here on Zoom and will be posted on Facebook, but as we just found out, Lilamoy Prabhu, who's looking after the simultaneous Zoom and Facebook, he's on a train on his way to Nabadwip. So we wish him a safe journey, and we can remember Srila Prabhupada's words about Vrndavan. It's in one of the purports, says, we cannot buy a train ticket to Vrndavan. So we actually cannot buy a train ticket to Nabadwip. But of course, the train is going to get us into the geographical area of Nabadwip, but we're going to have to get guidance from Guru, Vaishnava and scripture to be able to enter Nabadwip as such. All right, so the first guidance is we should begin with an auspicious invocation. So, Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapad Kamalang Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitang Tang Sajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitangscha. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvijay Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vas Adi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Oh, so Narayani is saying, no translation today. I'll be listening and learning English. Do your best. I shall try to remember to speak slowly and with simple sentences. And actually living in Nabadwip, or by the grace of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj staying in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat in Nabadwip, then I got very used to speaking simple sentences with simple words. And when I came out from India and came to England in particular, I found myself having to look up words in the dictionary, which I'd more or less forgotten their exact meaning, and then have to find a whole new vocabulary. Anyhow, we want to be able to express things clearly and without making it complicated. And we do have Paramananda Prabhu. He's just joined us in the dark in Bangkok, where it is night already, maybe night already. And he may be able to help Narayani if you need some translation along the way. And if you have any question, you can ask in Russian, and I'm sure Paramananda Prabhu will help us out with the translation. All right, so dear devotees, I can first ask to oh, no, Subhasini is not here. All right, then I won't ask to Subhasini because I know that she heard a talk recently. I was going to ask her to share something. Let's see whether she turns up. Subhasini will be coming, and she's due to come. Everything is by the grace of the Lord, of course, to India to join the parikramas there. And we've got some badges. We have some badges for all of the devotees, and we offered them yesterday to Srila Gurudev and to Srila Guru Maharaj, and somehow or another, devotees seem to now know that we do have some, what does it say? India pilgrimage, home comfort, with the mat logo in the center. so we can help identify our own party. Anyway, dear devotees, back to basics, and today's theme all day and yesterday's theme all day has been, Nadia Sundari, what has the theme been?
Mercy.
Mercy in one word, yes. And really it has been that, because everything we seem to be hearing or touching, books we're touching and hearing, the audios, everything we've been reading from every direction has been on the theme of mercy. And so there are so many different aspects of mercy, and we all want mercy. And Srila Guru Maharaj also, he warns us or explains to us that yes, we all want mercy, but we must be prepared and ready that Krishna will not show mercy to us, but that right in front of us, he may show mercy to someone who we really think is not qualified to receive his mercy. So this is all part of our preparation given by Guru Maharaj. He's preparing us for really the life of a surrendered soul. That we want mercy, but we must be ready that the mercy will be granted to others and we may be apparently ignored. And I am here in Villa Govinda Ashram. Yes, Naza, welcome. Hare Krishna. I'm here in Villa Govinda Ashram, and there is somebody here who knows about this principle of mercy. That is Munindra Mohan Prabhu, because in the establishing of the ashram here, many things were done, and all the devotees, they know that it was all teamwork, and so many transformations from a very run-down house to a very beautiful ashram took place. But Munindra Mohan Prabhu himself, he tells, and here we've got Shantimoy Devidasi with us, she can confirm this. Munindra Mohan Prabhu says, I'm sitting with Gurudev, and he and Krishna Kanta, we are sitting side by side or in front of Srila Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev is hearing about the ashram, how it's all developed very nicely. And then Srila Gurudev gave like all credit to Krishna Kanta Devidasi. And Munindra sitting there. And but Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, giving all credit. Yes, Krishna Kanta, she's done wonderful job, giving so much credit. And Munindra said, he told me in this way, he said, and Gurudev, he glanced at me and he said, Munindra said, I just felt he was testing me, that I'm going to say, no, me also, or I'm just happily going to accept. And anyway, he happily accepted, of course. This was his very nature. But we are getting trained always that mercy, it is above justice. And we all think we qualify because we all think we are the most fallen. But we must be ready in the line of mercy for anything. This kind of idea. So, Lilamoy Prabhu joined us, by the way, but Paramananda Prabhu left us. Oh no, he's in the dark, he's black space there. Okay, so this theme of mercy, and we've been discussing this with some beautiful excerpts from Guru Maharaj and maybe not from Gurudev today, but beautiful excerpts. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Adi Leela, then we are reading all about the mercy and understanding how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna and Radharani combined. So Krishnadas Kaviraj is giving us a very strong class, a very strong, not only class, but emphasis on how Krishna is the supreme original personality of Godhead. and he's giving many answers to those. He's saying, and somebody may say this, somebody may say that, and Krishnadas Kaviraj is answering to those doubts that someone may have or challenges that they come up with, and showing from the scripture and from logic, if you like, showing in a very understandable way how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that same Krishna coming to distribute himself to everyone, to the fallen, to all, everybody. So anyhow, we've been hearing these topics fairly extensively over today, yesterday, the day before. It seems like it's been very predominant. And we've got Paramananda Prabhu with us. And we don't need light to hear. We get light through our ears. So we can't really see you, Paramananda Prabhu. But are you available to say some comments on this subject of mercy, or as you wish to say, Prabhu? We are not limiting you to one matter.
Well, I've been mercifully taken towards the Dham by two very merciful personalities here in the car, Ramsundar and Krishna Priyadidi.
Oh, you're in the car. Okay.
I'm on the back seat of the car, Maharaj.
Uh-huh. Dandavat to you all, and no doubt from us all too.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat, drive safely, watch the road, it's night.
Yes, Ramsundar is driving.
Oh, is he? Okay, Ram Sundarbu, drive safely, watch the road, it's night.
Well, we all heard this beautiful invocation. Hey Krishna, karuṇā-sindho, dīna-bandho, jagat-pate. So it starts from praising Krishna as the ocean of mercy, karuṇā-sindho, and also dīna-bandho. He is the one who is a friend of fallen. So mercy is this, it's really inseparable when we think about Krishna, or we think about Krishna devotees especially. The subject is always attached to that. To such degree that to experience the extent of mercy his devotees are capable of, he accepts the form, takes the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Think about it. To explore what it really means, and many among other things, what it really means to be truly merciful. Because their mercy, the degree to what they express it, surpasses Krishna. And we've seen it in so many different pastimes. We hear it from the scriptures, we hear it from Guru Varga. It is astonishing. And seeing that capacity for mercy, one of the reasons Krishna accepts that form of a devotee and appears as the most merciful avatar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we've been thinking about it quite a lot, especially in the wake of our pilgrimage, going to Nabadwip, especially going to our mat, and a place that is, Nabadwip Dham is already super merciful. But that place where Srila Guru Maharaj established the mat is extra merciful, infinitely extra merciful actually. It's the place where all the offenses of all the offenders who come with sincere desire to, at least to give it a shot to surrender, are forgiven. What can be a better expression of that? When Gadadhar Pandit was doubting Pundarik Vidiniti, Mukunda decided to show what is the level, I mean, who is really Pundarik Vidiniti, to show his devotion. He quoted this beautiful verse. Aho bakim stanakala kutam jigam sayapaya yadapesat. Lephegatim katpachitam tatunyam kambadayalam sharanam rajeva. And Pundarik Vadinit, he was overwhelmed, ecstasy, and he kept repeating the last line, Kambadayalam Sharanam Rajeva, Kambadayalam Sharanam Rajeva, saying that who is there more merciful than Krishna? Is there anyone else of whom we can take shelter? There's no one else for certain. He is so merciful that he is giving a position of mother to demonists who are trying to kill him. So it's a very big theme, and we can talk about it forever. Everything is based on mercy. We are beggars for mercy. This is all we have. And yes, like Maharaj pointed out, we have to be ready. And that is so beautifully expressed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Adarshana marmakatam karotuva. He may break our heart, never show himself in front of us, even though we may love him unconditionally, give him absolutely everything. And then Krishna may do whatever he wants. He is an autocrat. He may not show us any sign of affection or any sign of love. And we have to be ready for that, to accept that and love him regardlessly of the situation and our relationship with him. Also, one of the famous expressions of Guru Maharaj is risk everything and to be ready not to gain anything from that. Because that conception is very difficult to digest. Mind just stops functioning. When you try to think about it, it shuts down. Because it's so alien, so averse to mundanity, that idea of risking everything to gain nothing or not expect to gain anything, but fully giving yourself unconditionally with love and affection. So it's quite incredible. So now we're trying to be in that kind of mood, a beggars for mercy while going to the dump. As I was paying Dandavat to Srila Gurudev just now in his room, I was begging for his mercy, knowing that I will not see absolutely anything of the Dham unless he wishes. And the only way to maybe have that chance, maybe, again, it's always maybe, may come, may not come, but still we're trying, is to stay in the service mood. Try to serve those who are sincere and faithful. And then we can have some chance. Devotees are very merciful. No wonder Krishna wants to become a devotee. It is by their grace we can attract that mercy, the mercy of the Lord. Anyhow, Maharaj, we can keep talking about it, but I'm sure others would like to say something.
Well, I'm happy to read a little bit from the Nabadwip Dham Mahatmya. And of course, Nabadwip Dham Mahatmya is full of mercy because it's the description by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur revealing the Dham and telling us how to circumambulate the Dham, what are the qualities of the Dham, and then going to by place with young Jiva Goswami. So I've got a couple of verses here, which are verses that we've read recently here, not on Zoom, but in the temple room. And so this is in the chapter, The Nature and Dimensions of the Dham. So, when the influence of Kali strongly increased, Kali Yuga Kali, when the influence of Kali strongly increased, the other holy places naturally became powerless. The Supreme Lord reflected on this and made an arrangement for the welfare of all souls. And so the Lord, Krishna, this is, okay, Krishna, you know who is Krishna, okay. He's thinking, understanding a patient's disease, a good doctor prescribes medicine. For a strong disease, he gives strong medicine. The age of Kali has become severe, and the disease of the souls has become serious. Without strong medicine, I cannot check it. If I do not reveal the abode, name, and form that I have kept completely hidden, then how will the souls be delivered? The souls are my servants, and I am their master. If I do not deliver them, then they will never be delivered. So that's the thinking of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then thinking this, Sri Chaitanya appeared with his name, his abode, and his servants. This promise of the Lord, this following promise of the Lord is eternal. That is, I will deliver all souls and end their suffering. In this appearance I will distribute throughout the world wealth that is difficult for even Brahma to attain, and I will not consider who is fit or unfit. I will see how Kali devastates the souls, and I will reveal Nabadwip Dham. In the Dham I will break Kali's poisonous fangs, perform kirtan, and collect the souls. Kali will be subdued to the extent that my name is chanted. Kali will be subdued to the extent that my name is chanted. So that's the Lord thinking. So deciding this, Gaura Hari revealed Nabadwip by his own power at the beginning of Kali Yuga. Gaura Chandra held back Maya's darkness and revealed his eternal pastimes in the land of Gaura. Then next verse, Emana doyala Prabhu jay jana na bhaje, Emana achintya dhama jay jana tyaje, E kali kali tara samabhagya hina, na dekhi jagate ara shochaniya dina. You probably have some idea what is being said here. I do not see anyone in the world, so this is not Mahaprabhu, this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, I do not see anyone in the world during the age of Kali as unfortunate, pitiable, and fallen as someone who does not serve such a merciful Lord and rejects such an inconceivable abode. Ataiva, therefore, Chari bhai, give up, brother, Anya vancha rati, other desires and attachments. Nabadwip dhame matra, how eka mati. So therefore, brother, give up all other desires and attachments and devote yourself exclusively to Nabadwip Dham. And then the last verse of that chapter, Jannavi nitai pada chaya jara asha, se bhakti vinoda kore e tattva prakasha. Bhaktivinoda, whose aspiration is the shade of Jannava and Nitai's feet, reveals the glories of Nadia. Hare Krishna. Okay, I'm going to begin the next chapter in Bengali. Pay attention. You will understand. You are all reading Chaitanya Charitamrita regularly. You will understand something, at least. Jaya Jaya Nabadwip Chandra Shachi Sutta. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. Got it? Yes. Nod your head, Nadia Sundari. Jaya Jaya Sri Advaita Prabhu Mahashaya. Gadadhara, Srivasa Pandita, Jaya Jaya. Jaya Jaya Nabadwip Dhamma Sarva Dhamma Sara. Jai Dhamma Saha Gaurachandra Avatara. And then starts the chapter, Shola Krosha Nabadipa Madhya Jaha Jaha Vanima Ekana Bhaktagana Shunnataha. Devotees, listen. Excuse me, that was the last words of that shloka. Bhaktagana Shunnataha. So devotees, listen. I will now describe everything within the 32 miles of Nabadwip. But you'll have to keep listening because I'm not going to read that. The continuation. I was reading the merciful thought of the Supreme Lord, who then appeared as Gaura Chandra in Nabadwip with the greatest, strongest medicine to take us from here to not only there, but the topmost part of there. Hare Krishna, Goloka Vrndavan. Nitai, Nitai, Nitai.
Well, Maharaj,
Yes, Prabhu.
you reminded me about a story that probably described by Vrndavan Das Thakur, I believe, how the storehouse of Prema was broken in by Nityananda and Gauranga. And then they took all the wealth from that storehouse. That is usually very difficult to attain. To get it from Krishna is not that easy. But they were giving it absolutely freely. And all of that started in the land of Nabadwip. So the Odarya avatar and Odarya Dham. The extreme, it's not just merciful, but he's magnanimously merciful. That is the position of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But Nityananda is even more magnanimous than that. I mean, this is all practically inconceivable. Just something that came to my mind now.
A big something, Prabhu. And you were mentioning about how Nabadwip is merciful and Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat so merciful. And that area of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat is known as Aparada Bhanjana Pat. And it means the area where, according to our sincere surrender, all of our past will be just washed away, sent away, forgotten. All the reactions to all of our past actions, we don't have to even think about it. We are coming there to surrender to the Lord, and it is the place where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as the most merciful Lord, Mahavadanyaya, the most munificent, generous, merciful Lord, where he had his most merciful pastimes. So that merciful Lord having his most merciful pastimes, and Guru Maharaj explained that it is this area, many different activities, of course, the pastimes of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Panchatattva, and the devotees are infinite. But it is in that area of Koladip, when Mahaprabhu came back to Nabadwip after 5 years or more after taking sannyas, after taking the sannyas ashram, then he came once to Nabadwip. And when he came back to Nabadwip, then everybody came to him and they all prayed for forgiveness for treating him so badly when he was living in Nabadwip. They understood he's not an ordinary person. His name and fame from his touring of South India, his being in Jagannath Puri, the Rath Yatra festivals, and everybody coming back with news of Mahaprabhu's great magnanimity, his extraordinary nature, his extraordinary generosity. And then the residents of Nabadwip, those who were very offensive to Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu was living there, they were thinking that he is one of them. They came to Mahaprabhu begging forgiveness. Oh, we couldn't understand who you were, please forgive us. And Mahaprabhu readily forgave everybody and gave them Krishna prema. So this is that place, the Aparada Bhanjane path, where the most merciful Lord had his most merciful pastimes. On the banks of the Ganges, which is the most merciful river, where anybody who bathes in her waters, after some time, anyone who bathes in their waters will be cleared of their past sins also. But this is not the same kind of cleansing of sins as Mahaprabhu gave, because Mahaprabhu gave Krishna prema. He immediately absolved the sins, but he filled up that empty space, the sin space, with the Krishna prema. Hare Krishna. Mercy above justice. And I'm sure as we continue reading in the evening, reading from the Loving Search for the Lost Servant, in the morning reading from Subjective Evolution and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we've been also reading from the Nabadwip Dham Mahatmya. Hare Krishna. And now I lost my place in the Nabadwip Dham Mahatmya. We're on the way. We're on the parikrama after all the original part. And by the way, Paramananda Prabhu, when you are in Nabadwip with the devotees, a big request, please. Yes, well, please, it's very big request, small thing. Please do read with all the devotees when you're doing the introduction, etc. Srila Gurudev's invitation to Nabadwip Dham, the parikrama, because that's just so beautiful and so sweet.
Absolutely, Maharaj.
And we read it yesterday, maybe? We read it here yesterday, just as because we're always reading things out of sequence as well, things which jump out to the devotees. And it was by request. It was by Krishna Kanta's request. He said, "Oh, can we read this?" So we chanted that, and really it's a wake-up call of what is Nabadwip. And you got that expression here, by the way, Jaya Jaya Nabadwipa Dhamma Sarva Dhamma Sara. Of all the holy places, it is the chief, the topmost. And just a little earlier, where I began reading today, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explaining that all the other dhams, naturally, by the influence of Kali Yuga, they're losing their power. But Nabadwip Dham, it is there, strong with the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. So on that theme of mercy, we've somehow, with our mind and heart, arrived in Nabadwip on this occasion.
Also, the stalwart followers of Mahaprabhu would express that a particle of dust of Nabadwip contains Vrndavan in full.
Jai, yes. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Any contribution from anybody? Would anybody like some mercy from Mahaprabhu? Okay, we got some reaction.
Dandavat.
Maheshwari Devi Rasi. Yes, please share something with us.
I have a question. I was reading in Revealed Truth about Jiva souls. And I assume incarnating as a Jiva soul is some form of mercy, or at least we have to seek mercy. But I realized I really was a little bit confused about Jiva souls. So my question is, are all beings who incarnate in the material world Jiva souls? And like an example, which I was reading in Sri, I have to look at it, Prapanna.
Prapanna
Yes,
Jivanamritam.
yes. I was reading about Sadashiva being Sri Advaita Acharya and Brahma incarnating as Haridasa Thakura. So are they considered Jiva souls or are they of another category?
Okay, so there in the living section, in the alive section, conscious section, we are the Jiva souls. The cat, the dog, the mouse, the tree, the bird, the fish, all these things. We're all with consciousness, and what is inside of us is a living Jiva soul. So this is called Jiva, Jiva Atma, Jiva Tattva, the living entities. But there is Vishnu Tattva, and Vishnu Tattva means Krishna, Narayan, Ramachandra, Advaita Acharya, etc. So there is a difference between us and them, us and them. There is Vishnu Tattva, which is eternally part and parcel of the Lord himself in his many manifestations. And then there's the Jiva Tattva. Now, Shiva is in a very special position because he is as good as Krishna in the sense that he's fully Krishna, like the example given in Brahma Samhita that Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, all they appreciated this example. Mahaprabhu appreciated this example. That just as milk is transformed into yogurt, so yogurt is nothing but milk, but it is yogurt, it's not exactly milk, and it can't also be transformed back into milk. Yogurt is yogurt. So similarly, Shiva is a transformation of Krishna. So his position is quite unique. And Shiva's position, we can't really understand his position because he is manifest simultaneously in different aspects. You and I, we can be only manifest where we are, and great yogis, they can actually multiply themselves 9 to 9 different forms, but they all do the same thing. They're not unique, like Krishna, when he expanded himself, made duplicates of himself, if you like, when he married 16,108 wives. So Shiva Tattva, he's got also his position in the highest place as a lady, as the guardian of the rasa dance, the guardian of the gopis. So he's got a very high place there, but he's also in charge of the destruction side of the material nature. So he has his aspect here, which is in charge of tamagun, the destruction side. So generally, if you leave complicated Shiva aside, then more straightforward are Narayan, Krishna, Vishnu, etc. This is Vishnu Tattva, and then we, the marginal potency, are the Jiva Tattva. And so all living entities here, whatever kind of bodies they may have got, they're incarnated as, or they are, incarnated as. We are put into bodies. Carnal means body, right? Something like that. So we are put into bodies according to our desires and our karma. And the seed desire, which gave us all of this trouble, is somewhere along the way. We wanted to enjoy the things that really are meant for Krishna. And really, everything is meant for Krishna. So this way we must see that one day, soon, but one day, we need to really remove from ourselves the separate enjoying interest and put only Krishna's interest in the center. And this practice, this medicine that we've been given, is the way to quickly clean our heart, understand that inside of us is a dedicating unit, not an exploiting unit, and that quickly we will come to understand that we must see Krishna's hand everywhere. Everything is for him, and I will use everything for him, including myself. So then the Jiva soul is put into his proper location, which is the plane of dedication. He will be brought into the association of dedicated persons, and by their grace will be accepted into that plane of dedication, taken there. And we are all going somewhere. When we die, mostly people have no idea. They make no preparation in their life where they're going. They just live this life and, oh, it'll be all right in the end. Some idea like this. But they get quite a surprise, as one of our devotees who was trained as a nurse found out from the beginning of the training about how people die very often. Mostly how people die. Not so happy, with stool and urine all over the place and like this. So we can think that this world is everything and is for us to enjoy, but we are waking up. We are every day. I mean, all of us here, those who are following in the line, trying to give appreciation and follow the line of Mahaprabhu and the teachers, we're waking up to the fact that we need to change our own consciousness, be prepared at every moment. Be prepared. So now only we want to serve Krishna. Only we want to serve Krishna and his devotees. And this way, quickly, we will be able to come out from exploitation and exploiting thought to dedication and dedicating thought. And how will we quickly do this? Through the holy name as given to us by Mahaprabhu and our descending parampara. They brought this medicine to us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in back to basics, we always must remember this very foundation. We mustn't just become familiar with, oh yes, I know Hare Krishna, yes, I chanted Hare Krishna. But we really must try to do nicely the chanting. And this week I got we get all sorts of things in our inbox, but this week I got also a very nice message from a devotee. He said, finally, I've given up watching movies. I thought that was very sweet. And then instead of watching movies, I get my japa beads and I chant my japa. We can all look at things in our life that we can try to change. And you see, that was one benefit of Happy New Year, there's some resolution. But so this devotee, now what date is it? 8th of January. For 8 days hasn't watched any movies, which for some people seems to be a big sacrifice and a big achievement. Hare Krishna. So we always want to go in the right direction. But I thought it was very sweet. Maybe it was the way that he expressed how he's not, like, this is how he's achieved this. And feeling so happy because instead of watching a movie, picking up his japa or listening to a book. And by now, You know, all the main books of, well, main books, I'm not sure which ones are missing, but all the books of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, and Srila Prabhupada, many of Srila Prabhupada, they're on audio as well. So you can do other things and listen. You can read, chant japa, but serve. We can cook things for Krishna, make things for Krishna, worship Krishna. We can do our aratis in the morning and the evening, everywhere, for free, with a picture. The Lord is present in his picture form. So yes, we are jiva souls. And maybe, I don't think it was on the back to basics, but recently I learned something which I didn't know, that, well, I always, lots of things I don't know, but one of them was that in a certain department of religious life, then until fairly recently, or until some time or other, I don't know when it was, but they didn't, they said that women don't have souls. And now, I mean, it seems quite ridiculous. But then, that was like the common thought, women don't have souls. And so then, after some time, maybe some influential woman came and gave a good chastisement to the priest or something. But then they realized, oh, the women, they got a lot of life in them, and they must have a soul. Okay, so then they reworded their book so that women do have souls. But still, in a similar way, it's shocking that people think that animals don't have souls. No, they're there for us to eat. They don't have souls. That is shocking. So we await that day when the books are rewritten or properly written from original teaching, that of course animals have souls. Everything has souls. Soul means it's the symptom of life. Where there is life, there is a soul. Willing, feeling, and thinking. Feeling heat, cold, happiness, distress. You do something happy to nice to your dog. Your dog is very happy, wags his tail, all these things. You do something nice to your family, they very happy, they wag their tails, do all these things. Whether human, whether dog, everybody who has pets can realize that the animals have got a heart like we have a heart. But we are jiva, yes, we're jiva souls, and we get the bodies according to our karma. Hare Krishna. What was a crocodile thinking in his last life? Sometimes have that question. Oh dear.
Maharaj, may I share a story?
Yes, please do.
I have to consider that one of the things that very early in my life put me on this path was when I was in first grade. I was in a Catholic school, and I had a nun for a teacher, and my dog died. And I came to school and I was sad, and I tell the teacher, my dog died, but it's okay because I know that she went to heaven. And the nun looked right at me and said, dogs do not have souls. Your dog did not go to heaven.
Hare Krishna.
And right then and there, inside of me, I formed a resolve that I was going to seek another path. And that has stayed with me my whole life. So hopefully now the nuns know that animals have souls.
Yes, hopefully. It does come to good fortune. And again, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have the Bhagyavana Jeev. Those who are fortunate, they will recognize these treasures that are being given. And when we read, and not only when we read, we do read, Chaitanya Charitamrita and the books of Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada regularly, and we just think, how can somebody lead their life without reading these books? I mean, what a shame that, like a sad life when you can't have appreciation and regularly read such nourishing scripture. So Bhagyavanji, some good fortune, and we must appreciate that some good fortunes come to each of us, and we must treasure that, take care of that very carefully. Guard our faith, guard our fortune. Hare Krishna. But still, we'll be grateful to everybody who's given us some ABC in spiritual life. And maybe the nuns got some things wrong, but I'm sure they got some things right. Like say your prayers, be a good person, don't steal, don't kill, follow the 10 commandments. Hare Krishna. Govinda. Naza, would you like to share anything? I was thinking of you also this morning because you were in that reading where Guru Maharaj, Srila Guru Maharaj was saying, like in wartime, there is this great urgency. We have to do something. And with that mood, Mahaprabhu was distributing mercy and telling everyone, you also tell, there's no time to waste. Any moment, anything can happen in this world. Then I was thinking of you, Naza, when we asked you, it must be a week or so ago, about, have you any idea for a New Year's resolution? And then you gave some answer similar to, well, I don't look to the future, I just try to live my day, my life, like moment by moment. That's an impressive answer from the heart.
And also I have one idea today that during war, like every state is like enemy for humans, and only one hope is for Vaishnavas, for God.
Hare Krishna. Yes, the Vaishnavas are our hope, Naza. Really it is so. And we've been shown that in countless situations, countless pastimes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, stressed by Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. We must appreciate the Vaishnavas, take the good from every Vaishnava, and not see anything else. There's no bad. There may be little coloring here and there, but we'll take the good from everywhere, and we'll look only to ourselves for the bad things. But the Vaishnavas have something very valuable. Faith in the Lord, faith in surrender, faith in the Lord's guardianship. And faith, well, it's not just faith, but they know that this body is temporary and we will still live after this body. And so that helps to make the Vaishnavas like focused. As we heard just now, Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, listen with one mind. We need to be this kind of focused on our journey. Why are we doing what we are doing? It's not a club, it's not like a society or something. We write our name and wear a badge, even though we've got some badges for the pilgrimage. But it is an actual journey of life worth living under the guidance of those who live that life worth living. Mahaprabhu came himself to show what is devotion. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada came to the Western world, showed what is devotion, showed and distributed, and so many came. Srila Guru Maharaj showed and distributed. Srila Gurudev showed and distributed. They are not leading at one life and then in public another life. We saw Guru Maharaj and Gurudev 24 hours a day, and their lives the lives of the devotees, as you read about the nature of saintly persons, there we saw that life in them. Hare Krishna. Yes, Nazar. And unfortunately, wasn't a prediction. My thought, my hope, my feeling was that last year the war would end and things would be changed, but still going on, the Ukraine difficulties. But must end one day. Hare Krishna. Anutama's going to be representing Ukraine in Nabadwip and in Puri soon. So she'll be representing you to some degree, Nasa. You'll have your inside persons, Anutama, and someone else maybe.
I think it's Nadia Sundari, Guru.
Nadia Sundari, you're coming to India. Okay, I haven't seen the recent. Okay, Nadia Sundari is coming. And there may be others, I'm not very sure. Even though people think I'm the organizer, I'm not the organizer of these tours. I've been asked to attend, and of course I've said yes, I'll attend, but I'm not the organizer, so I'm not sure who is coming. I'll be very happy to meet all the devotees who will be there, though. Well, Nadia Sundari Devi Das is coming. There we are. Jai.
By mercy of devotee, one particular, or two, or all, yes.
Very good. You are the recipient of mercy, the very theme of the moment. Anyway, I'm very pleased you're the recipient of mercy, and I'm very happy for those who are giving that mercy, giving facility to those who are not otherwise able to come. So, Jai, much appreciated. All right. Oh, some chats in the chat box. Please excuse. Oh, Rasarati, I have to leave now. Oh, when did you leave? 2:45. Yes. She's at the moment with her mum, staying with her mum. And Basil, Hare Krishna. Yes, happily seeing you from the beginning with us, Basil, and we're happy for that. And Aparajita, you're still in Thailand. Well, you're still in Thailand. When are you coming to India? You're coming which date?
Dandavas Gurudev. I'm going on 16, and yes, this Sunday I will have one last public program in Bangkok. Last week I did one, and yeah, this Sunday again. Looking forward to India, and yes, we'll update about the public program too.
Okay, you have to pass through India to get to the Holy Dham, but it's the Holy Dham we're focusing on. And Keshavanand Prabhu is already there, advanced party, so we're very happy for that. Yes, okay, Mayashri Didi, it's time for us all to actually go our different ways for the moment, and it feels like a weekend because we've just had a holiday here, and I don't know what the holiday was, but then we had the weekend program running. It feels like a weekend, but actually it's the week, and we are continuing here with our seva, and to each of you, very happily in your association of each of you, and those of you on Facebook who may see this in a recorded version, and those who see the recorded Zoom as well, to all of you, our appreciation and our big jais to our grand masters under whose guidance we are all trying to channel our lives, make our lives follow that path. That is Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai, and the whole of the Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. And the most merciful Shri Shri Nitai Chaitanya Dev ki jai. And Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Bancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Lots of hearts coming from Sadhvi, I do believe. And she's gone already. All right. Dandavat Pranam, each one happily with you. Take care. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Jai
Govinda.
Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai.
Govinda, Govinda. All right. We'll see you all on Sunday. Jai Jai. Ashchi.